we've had a regular customer of ours who's got a Mitsubishi Evo III. He's brought it in and left it with us because he'd like us to change up his sound system. Now, he's told me that I should get a nice surprise. The car does have a fairly new unit in it that looks not correct for time period, and he's really wanting the car to match the 90s of when the car came out. So he's dropped off this, told me that when I pull it out, I'll probably be nicely surprised, because it should match the time period, or at least look like it matches the time period. So we'll go ahead and unbox it, and then we'll install it in the car and see how she goes. So lots of cables as usual. More cables, even more cables, and more. Paperwork. Alright, here we go. Here's the unit. So, these out of the way so that you can have a look. And yes, quite a retro looking unit we have here. So this should look quite nice in the Evo. So let's go and put it in the car and see how it goes. Alright, so now we've got the old head unit out, and as you can see, it was a bit of a ugly unit, so which is why I wanted to go back to a more of a retro look. But yeah, it's out of the way. Now we've just got to deal with spaghetti junction over here, and yeah, also get the CD stacker out of the back, get all the wiring for the tweeters that he wants removed, and also the excess wiring that he had for gauges he no longer wants. So let's get to work. Okay, so we've just finished the install, the removal of all the wiring, the removal of the amp and the CD stacker. We had to take the whole interior out, and we've got it all back in. We got it all hooked up. Let's give her a test run and have a look at how she looks. Right now, it looks a lot more like it belongs in this car rather than the other unit that we had. One thing we don't have at the moment is the blanking plate, because we did remove a double din. This is a single din, so next week we will get a blanking plate to go over that. But the unit itself is quite fitting to the car and complements the car quite well for what the owner's trying to do of taking it back to being as time period correct as he can. So have a look, let's turn her on and let's see how she goes. Alright, so that's the unit there in place. And as you can see, it matches the rest of the interior really, really nicely. So let's turn her on and have a look. And there we go. We have music, and it is working. Alright, we get a nice little goodbye message at the end. So that's it for this video for the install on this Evo 3. I'm sure at different times we'll have this Evo back in. We've had him a couple of times now, a good customer of ours, and an absolute gorgeous car to work on. So until next time, guys, see you then.